Hello, I'm Bill Curtis for Investigative Reports. A drug dealer named Chico on the outskirts of San Diego has a recurring nightmare. In the dream, a female narcotics agent is coming right at him with a big old black gun. Chico's nightmare has a name. She is Michele Leonhart, a 35-year-old local supervisor with the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. Tonight, in the last of our 6-part series about the DEA, Michele tells her story. Her mission, to shut down a crack house that's destroying a San Diego neighborhood. Along the way, Chico decides to become an informant and help Michele's team catch bigger fish. Chico not only wants a reduced sentence, he would like his nightmare to end.
If I didn't have this job, I'd be lost. We have 104 open cases in this group right now, so that keeps me pretty busy, and I like to keep busy. It's not like we have a lot of bodies. It's not like we have enough cars out there, so I go as the extra person, and I like to have the case agent run the case, and then if there's something that's going to cause problems, like someone's going to get hurt or whatever, I'll intervene. But I find it works out best because I'm like the buffer. Why should these guys worry about making some decision out in the street that a supervisor should really be making? And if someone gets jammed up or there's a shooting, I mean, I'd feel terrible that I was not out there. I think it's my job to be out there and be the buffer. Maybe be the buffer between our head office and them. That's what a supervisor's all about, I think. But I understand why a man is worried about working with a woman, about a short, small policewoman. I mean, I understand that, and the only thing I could do is say, well, I'll prove to you that I can do the job. When you look at it, we're all standing there, we all got a gun, we're all equal. More than 50% of the cocaine, at least, coming into the country now, we believe goes through this border here. San Diego, it's a great city to work in. It's not that we only work cocaine or only work heroin or only work marijuana. In fact, most of our major traffickers here that we target are what we call poly-drug traffickers.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, okay. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, you got it?
Yeah.
Are you coming by yourself or what?
Yeah, I'm coming by myself. Inside or outside?
No, outside. I don't want to go in. We just want to do the switch and get on going.
Okay.
Sounds good, huh?
All right.
Everything ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be down there in half hour.
Half hour?
Okay, bye.
Okay.
He's a dead man.
What?
He wants to do it at Jimmy's. Yesterday, I talked to the crook, listed on your brief sheet as Chico. He said he had 3 kilos immediately available and was going to give them to us right then, which was yesterday morning about 9 o'clock. We've delayed them until today. I'm going to meet with this guy. I'm going to stand in the parking lot, and hopefully he'll drive up to me, which will give all you guys a real good point. I'm going to be wearing my funky little blue hat. I'm going to check the dope, make sure that it's what we're supposedly buying, and then I'm going to walk away by telling them I'm going to go get the money. And as I walk away, I'll take my little hat off, And that's the bus signal, just take the guy.
So hats off is the bus signal.
Hats off is the bus. Any other panic signal, you know, if this guy tries to do a rip-off or something, I don't know. He doesn't seem the type, but you never know.
Tim, you're going to be in the surveillance van. You're going to call the bus. So when Alan gives the signal, Tim will call the bus, and then let's, you know, take our time moving in there, but don't let the guy get in his car, because we're not going to have what happened last week in the high-speed chase and all that, okay? If we take him off before he gets to the car, then we don't really have a whole lot to worry about. Alan, the guys are still in the house. There's no movement at all, so we're worried a little bit that he could have paid you from someplace else. So why don't we just send all the troops up here to sit on your meet spot? Okay? All right, I'm about a quarter mile away, maybe a mile away. All righty, sounds good, I'll pass it on. Bye-bye, good luck. Hi, it's Michelle. Let's just send all the cars, just pull off his house in case he was at another residence this morning when we started out. Have everybody head to the meet spot. No, why don't you guys just kick butt, get up here. Okay.
Boys and girls, our special guest is here with us this morning, and I'm very happy to introduce to you Special Agent Leonhart.
I've never been at a school that has a playground on the roof, so this is a first for me. This is something good I like to do, but I don't get to do it very often. Because what I do is, as a special agent, we put drug traffickers in jail.
All right, we've got an arrival. S1 just arrived in his vehicle.
The Blue El Camino just got in the lot. We do cases where we go and we arrest drug traffickers, put them in jail, and maybe we seize their houses and their cars and their money, that sort of thing. He's in the lot, going to be parking southbound. Okay, Alan's walking up to the car now. I don't like to use television as an example because there's not a television show that really shows exactly what we do. But we do undercover work in like 21 Jump Street. You know, the police officers in there, when they go undercover, okay, it's sort of like that. That's how we are introduced to drug traffickers. So when I'm talking to you, think of it sort of like that. How many of you have watched Miami Vice? That's not what we do.
Over there. Why don't you just show me, and we'll go.
You in the van?
That's all I could get.
Okay, the S1's looking around the lot, possibly for counter surveillance like last week, so heads up. Miami Vice is for television. You know, the guns and all the shootouts and everything. That occasionally happens with us, but that's not what we do every day. Alan's getting out. He's gonna take his hat off. Hats off. It's a bust, it's a bust. Get your hands up! Get your hands up! Get your hands up!
Okay, they're
Come
up.
on! Get down.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Yep, 3 kilos of coke. We need a couple more people over here. These people are going to be detained so we can find out if they were counter surveillance. Right in the, right there. I got it. Showed it to Alan right in front.
Under arrest. Oh. Go down right here.
See? You want to take custody of this? Well, that was easy. Didn't have to bring any money on the street. Crook brought his source, brought his counter surveillance and his bodyguards, and we got them all. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, it's great. It's great. This is what we love to do. It's nice to see it all come together like that. Nobody got hurt. That's the main thing. Drugs are everywhere. Question.
Okay, like if we grow up and we don't take drugs, but say our mother took drugs and our father took drugs, and
Real
then
hard.
finally they're starting very old enough and they think we're old enough to start taking it too. But they try to offer to us is like pressuring us. It's gonna be hard for the kids to not take drugs while they got the example and the influence from their parents and their friends.
You are
and stuff.
absolutely right. And you know what? So what's it going to take? You might have to go to an aunt or uncle that doesn't take drugs, or a teacher, or someone you trust. Because we do search warrants all the time, And the people we lock up have little kids in the houses, and we know that's going to happen. In fact, I'm sure some of you guys, maybe some of your parents were involved with drugs. But that doesn't mean you guys have to be, okay? And all you can do is find another role model. That's what you do. You find a teacher you can talk to. Go to an aunt or uncle. Find a friend. Who are you living with right now?
My grandma, my grandpa.
Okay. Did they hear from her at all? No? How about your father? Your father didn't live with you?
He's a very cruel man.
Okay. All right. Marco. At the very end, I heard little Marco whispering, Michelle, Michelle, Michelle. And when I looked at him, I thought he was crying, but I wasn't sure. And I thought he had a question, and that's when he leaned up and he had to whisper something, and he whispered, I have to see you alone. So when it was all over with, I didn't know what we were getting into. Walked around the corner, and Marco came out crying. And I asked him what the problem was. He said he was taken away from his mother. He's staying with grandparents. But his mother, who has a drug problem, has been missing for weeks, and he hasn't heard from her. And I think your mom's getting some help. How old's your mommy?
I don't know.
Okay. So you think she had a tattoo and stuff, so you think that she was maybe in a gang or something? Okay, alrighty. Okay, well, you just stay here for a few minutes and dry your eyes, and then I'm going to give you a special number. You can get a hold of me. Okay. Okay? Now, what am I supposed to say to a kid like this? I wasn't raised, in this situation. I really can't, I don't know really what to tell these kids other than, God, you'd want to be there for each and every one of them. I gave them a number. I said, call me, and I'll put you in touch with someone that you can talk to, because that's what the kid needs. It's just, like I said, I feel like we've been up for 24 hours.
Step into my office. Speak English. They hurt? Which one hurts? This one? All right. Stand up against the wall. Okay, don't do anything stupid, all right? Don't make a bad mistake worse. Try to get your ass out of this if we can, all right? If you're going to be cool, I'll take those handcuffs off you. You're in a lot of trouble. But you can be in a stronger position as far as time. I mean, you're a young guy. So 10 years is a hell of a long time to you. If you can do something here proactive, we can go out, get some body, and scoop some more dope. We're in a better position.
But there's no guarantee that we're get off from doing time.
No, because I'm not in a position to guarantee you that. I can't make you a promise. However, carry a lot of weight. If you cooperate, we make some significant seizures and arrests off of it. There's a possibility that you could have a significant reduction in time. And I'm talking significant, like a lot.
Okay, if I decide to work along with you guys. Okay.
Now's the best time. We're talking a half-hour delay now. My experience is if it's more than 2 hours between the time we take some action, we're not going to get shit. What do you want to do?
I'm trying to help you guys team up here.
If we sting somebody today, based on your health, with a significant amount of dope, you would be happy that you cooperated with us. And that's all I can say.
For some reason, I trust you. I'm taking your word.
But you got nothing to lose either.
I got nothing to lose. Like I said, I'm trusting you. I'm gonna go along with you.
Yeah.
Okay. But then the only one that could get screwed is me. Okay, is being coaxed into helping. I'm helping. No problem.
I won't
And
jam
still
you.
get screwed.
I'll never jam you. Now that you're here, and you know who I am, I'll never jam you. I jammed you on the street. That's my job. You do your job, I do my job. But now I won't lie to you. If it ain't gonna work, I'll tell you it ain't gonna work.
Okay.
But right now, we just gotta play it. We just gotta play it, stay with it, see if we can hook somebody.
Oh, I know we can.
And if we can sting somebody,
You know
you can
what?
go. You can sleep tonight knowing that you're probably gonna be okay.
Yeah, I want to sleep in my own bed.
That ain't gonna happen tonight. Okay, let's get going. What's the number and what's the name? Let's see if we can slam this guy.
Okay. His name is Mark Matheson. I know him very well because he was my ex-employer.
What do they do? Mostly coke?
Cocaine, weed.
This stuff is mostly bullshit. The only thing monitoring your call is right here. I'll turn it on. You just dial the number and talk to the guy. Are you squared away on what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Without informants, there are no cases. It's the informants that come in and tell us who's dealing it, how they're dealing it. It's informants that teach us basically how to go after those big guys.
It's like my gold card. It's got my contacts in it.
And you've shown them what to Alan?
Yes. I've shown them all the key people, who's who and who does what and who can do what.
We get all our intelligence from informants. So as much as you hate them, I mean, a lot of them are dirtbags, and they'll turn on you in a minute, and some of them are double dipping, and as bad as they are, nobody can do a case without an informant.
Go. There's could be too much noise in the background.
You need to be quiet back there. Just let it ring up, pick it up.
Hello.
Hey, Big Bob.
What is happening out there?
What's happening? Is there a meeting over there or what?
No? How about that, those water pumps?
Those water pumps, well, there's nothing available right now, the water pumps. I'm looking for the outdoor, or not for the outdoor, the indoor carpet.
Oh, I see. Well, let me have you talk to him. I don't know that he can help you there.
You beat me back?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All righty.
All right, I'll be waiting for him, because I got the people in town.
Oh, you know, son of a gun. Maybe I can help you there. I'll, have to be, what, $19 a yard or something?
Yeah, that'll work.
Well, is that what it has to be? What can...
If we can get it at 19, that'll help.
Okay.
Okay, we're looking for about 7 at least.
7 rolls of carpet.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Okay, about how long do you think?
Well,
Because they keep paging me, so I could just tell them.
yeah, okay. We'll call you in an hour.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Bet. That was Bob.
What do you say?
That they can help us for 7. Okay, when we're talking about indoor, okay, that's the code. We're talking about outdoor carpet.
Indoor carpeting is...
Indoor carpet.
Outdoor pumps is...
No, okay. See, we got 2 different languages. Okay, indoor carpet is code. Outdoor carpet is we. That's how it works on. You're gonna call me back in 1 hour.
The one individual that rolled over yesterday, in other words, after we arrested him, he decided, he was in a lot of trouble and he might as well cooperate with the government and give us bigger fish. He's been in touch with one of his old sources of supply for cocaine, and he's set up a 7-kilo cocaine deal for us. Something else has come up. We received a phone call from a very irate and concerned citizen, and he and his neighbors have had it with a house that's on the corner in that block that's owned by a person who knows it's being used for drug trafficking, specifically crack, and is doing nothing about it. They got the police department to come out, and they did make some arrests, and the people were right back out in the street, and the house is in operation again, even busier than it was a month ago when the police hit it.
And the transactions usually go across that chain link fence with the dealers on the inside and the buyers on the outside. Little brown Chevy Chevette just drove up. And the guy from in the yard walked around the fence, went to the window, had a conversation with the guy on the passenger side. This guy on the passenger side, a person on the passenger side, has gotten out. Looks like a black male with a purple shirt on. He's coming around the fence. And Tex, the cowboy, is to the fence to talk to him. He's reaching down into his boot to get something out. Very discreet. We'd never think to look there. Now they're doing hand to hand. Thank you very much. That's it. Could be that nothing was happening earlier because the cowboy was coming with the load. No, in a minute. Okay, got a black male coming. Walking up to SA at the fence. And he hands him something just that quick. Already had it in his hand waiting for him. And transaction's over with. Money goes in the back pocket. Oh, he pulls out a roll to fold the bills into the roll. That should go back into his back pocket. That's why nothing was happening. Just they were out of dope for him there. He's out of our view. Okay, it looks like I'm down to buy 2. See if we can get his license plate. Maybe he'll be a friend of ours here. No front plate, naturally. He's gonna go to the back. Okay. Here's another one right now. Green, looks like an old Chevy, maybe. Just pulled up in front of the house. Okay, this guy, black guy in the blue tank top, went inside the house. Looks like he scored and he's coming back to his truck. Maybe he's Mexican. Yeah, he is Mexican. Dark complected. Here come the Bobbsey twins down to buy some dope. Okay, black male just walking up, taking turns doing business over here. Look at this, right hand to hand. Didn't even bother being on the wrong side of the fence.
Now I see this baseball bat has people probably trying to rip him off with a rock, you know?
They're all checking out whatever he had. Maybe it's a piece of property that he wants to trade for some dope. I think he's probably got a watch or a ring or something that he's trying to swap for some dope. So we got probably stolen property working here too. Yeah, he scored. Into the blue car and away. You called it a supermarket, that's what we got. It's more like a co-op here.
It's awfully quiet down here. It really is quiet. Boy, I tell you, a week ago you wouldn't have believed it. It's incredible. They're doing about 10% of what they were doing a week ago. I own property all over down here. They busted a place where they were selling narcotics on the next block. So, like they always do, all they did was move one block over to the block where my house was. So I went over there one day to collect the rent, and here these guys are out there dealing drugs. Bingo, just like that. So my neighbor was out in his front yard, and he said, "Hey, come over here for a minute." So I went over and I said, "What the hell's going on out here?" And he says, "They busted this place behind here. Now all these son of bitches up here. Look, we're going to get a group together in the neighborhood. Would you join us?" I said, "You bet."
What did they do?
They cleaned up the street.
Just how?
How?
You be upfront.
They went out one night, 20 or 30 of them. He didn't tell me exactly how many, and they grabbed them. And apparently one of the guys who was a pusher, they grabbed him, pulled his pants down, shoved a shotgun up his ass, and said, "Next time, mother, we're going to pull the trigger. If we ever see you on our street again." And he said, just like that, they were gone. They haven't been back. Just nice and quiet.
Wow, baby.
Buddy. Well, let's put everything on standby then.
Let's make a call. Why don't you step on in here and we'll call Bob.
If you can just give him a call, we'll work it out. Yeah.
What's up?
I have the ducats for one full square yard. What did I tell you? Huh? How much did I tell you? $1,000, right? Is that what you told me? Yeah. Okay. Because that's kind of a wholesale. He's selling them all day long at that right now. What's available right now? How many square yards? I'm not sure. Let me get over there and I'll beep you.
Okay, is Bob, because I need to talk to Bob too, I just paged him. I want to talk to him because while my cousin's away and stuff like that, I want to sit down and talk to him about the arrangements on our cuts.
Okay.
Okay? So, when can you let me know? Because I got the ducats right now.
He's picking me up right now. I'll be over there in about 30 minutes. I'll let you know within the hour.
Okay, who's picking you up?
Bob.
Oh, Big Boob?
Yep, big boob.
Okay. All right, Dookie.
I'll call you within the hour.
Okay, bye. Oh. Bob's picking him up right now, and they're gonna go get the herb and stuff like that, and he's gonna give me a call within the hour. Bob's picking him up right now. They're going to the place to go get some herb, and then I told him right now like I want to talk to him, so fine. And he's gonna probably bring the pal.
Set up the meeting.
He's gonna call me
Just
from
like
the
you
guy's
planned.
place.
Okay.
So they're going to have a pound of weed
That's
with
good.
them, which is better than nothing.
So they have something.
But they got marijuana at the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That verifies.
If it's Mardi Gras. And we
that
saw the truck
verifies
from
that
Nogales,
guy's-
which is a load truck, at Mardi Gras.
Right.
So
In Natus.
in Natus,
Intelligence
owner,
that the guy's a
the guy's
marijuana smuggler.
and his best friend is Mark Matheson.
Great. That's good. That's good. Good call.
Okay.
Hey, you guys. You got your run sheets? We just had a really good call.
You know where it is?
Bob is on his way over to pick up the other one, and they're going over to the source's house. They got they're in the middle of a marijuana deal. So we're gonna get in our cars. We're gonna go over, set up in the area of Mardi Gras. This is perfect. Cars in the driveway behind the truck. Both S1 and S2 are inside. The CI is gonna page S1 and S2. They should be calling him back to set up a time to meet. If they're gonna meet with the CI, it'll probably be at the alleys in Chula Vista, and we'll take them off there. We'll leave a couple cars here on this house. Here they are.
511. Go ahead. What's the plan from here? We've got the car right in front of you. You stay there and maintain an eye on the house. The rest of us are going to follow the car away, anticipating a meet.
-5, the van has to go with us. That's Alan. Yeah, they just left the house in the Sable, and they're headed north towards Coronado. We are hoping that they're going to have a meet. No, we couldn't get an exact eye right on the, we just saw the car. We couldn't tell whether they carried anything out or not.
Okay, I'm having trouble also.
We're almost at it. Alan's calling. Hello? Alan, they just headed north. Okay, so you want us to take them off? Do you want us to hit the house here also or come back? Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. Okay, bye-bye. I'm not a gun lover. I don't like guns. In fact, I don't even like carrying my own gun. But to me, it's like another partner. And it's going to save my life or someone else's life someday. So it becomes a partner. You know, where you go, the gun goes. A person shouldn't be on this job unless they could take the life of someone who is a threat to their life or someone else's. And the only reason we carry that gun is to stop someone who's a threat to myself, my partner, or some innocent person. If the last one in can stay by the exit, just in case, or the entrance, I guess.
They're pulling over to the right here. I'm going to go on fire and block them in toward the front here. I'll pull up the right.
10-4, let's get them now. Get them now.
Get up! Bud. Get his other hand, please. Yes, sir. Get his other hand, please. Thank you.
I think back 10 years ago when I came on the job, there was about 330,000 people in state and federal jails. 10 years later, today, there's almost 1 million if you included the local jails. And 40% of those people are there on drug-related crimes. So there are more people in jail today on drug-related crimes than there were in the entire prison population 10 years ago.
Big house. It goes back. Many rooms in this house.
Yeah, it's a big house.
Many different levels and shit. So we're gonna have to, you know, fart around in there and just go, you know.
We gonna leapfrog or?
Yeah, well, there's kids in there. I don't anticipate a lot of problems. So we're gonna give a reasonable knock notice. We're gonna hope they open that door. All right? If they don't open that door, Rocky's gonna do it. And the door's gonna go, and then we're gonna do it normally. Now it's a big house, and it tends to go back. There isn't too much spread sideways.
Right.
But we don't know what the it's a long house, narrowing up.
Anybody running from the back's got the fence. I mean,
Rick and Alex are going to be in the back,
Okay.
and we're all going to go in, and we're just going to have to use what we got and go room to room.
okay,
do our
so
thing.
who's going to knock a notice? You?
I'm going to knock notice. Rocky's going to knock. It's going to be going in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then Rocky, because you got the knock.
Okay, I'll follow Rocky.
I don't care who goes in. After the third guy in, just whoever's there, you know what to do. You know, watch your ass in there. Fields of fire. We don't know where the hell anybody is.
You want to double up in cars? You want to just pull up in that progression and we'll go?
Let's just pull up. We're going to need all the cars. I want all the cars over there. Dee Dee's going to go with us.
We're headed your way, 13.
Are you gonna go by?
I'm going to go by and pass, get out, and then we'll just head right up to the door.
We're going to have to be careful because there's kids in the house, too. Hands up, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Hands up. Nobody's there.
Sit down.
Who's the man that was in there? The white guy. Gringo.
Oh, it's me. It's my esposo. It's my brother.
He lives here too?
Yeah.
Her husband, she's a sister. She's a maid.
Maid? Who's
Maid,
husband?
sister.
She's my
She
sister.
lives here, that's her and it's her husband that's in there. on the floor.
Okay.
Couple 100 pounds, scales, couple 100 pounds, looks like.
How much is in there?
I really don't know.
Is it like 100 pounds or 10
Yeah,
pounds?
over 100 pounds.
Okay. We're gonna go up there and get it.
Yeah, it's all.
And-
Everything that's been on up here.
Okay. All right, then I'll be back down to talk to you in a minute. In the meantime, you just sit right here.
Yeah.
Okay?
You betcha I will.
He's gonna stay with you.
Okay, no problem.
I can work on the kitchen. Rick, we're gonna do upstairs. And the bedroom should be all right. Just did a search warrant here this evening. We found our male subject home, and he had a visitor. It ends up being that visitor, the Mexican male that was in the kitchen, delivered, we're just estimating it, maybe 200-300 pounds of marijuana last night. We found that in the closet in the bedroom. So we're just finishing up here. We've arrested those two. The women and the kids are going to stay. We're not going to arrest them. And then we've got 2 other locations that we're going to do search warrants at.
I really was just trying to get some money for the baby and help the family.
Kids want to hug you.
Okay.
Yeah, I better give it.
¿Qué te voy a dar a ellos, eh? Que vamos a buscar los malditos, eh? Okay.
Better lock up here.
Well, we arrested the marijuana source and his source for marijuana. And now we're back over in the Mission Valley area to do a search warrant on the apartment of Mark. That's one of Chico's cocaine sources.
2101 from 04 on 8. He's got a vicious Doberman or German Shepherd in there or something, and if we go in, we'll probably have to shoot it, so we're going to let animal control go and get it out. We'll be there in a minute. You got a key, 06? Yeah, from somewhere, yeah, right here.
4 from 1. We're here. Yeah, we just turned in. I'm back where we arrested the guys. Where are you?
He's here.
And don't open it too
No,
wide there.
Now there's a stick.
Nice girl. We're in.
Back up. Hello. Hello.
Good puppy.
Good boy.
There's somebody else in there, isn't there?
They couldn't give me enough money. I'd rather go in with a couple dope dealers.
He's got his
than
radio
anything.
on there, anybody in there?
Oh, he's talking to the puppy now.
He'll get him. He'll calm him down.
Okay, we're coming out.
Oh, good dog. Good dog. Good boy.
Come on.
I don't know how it was.
Clear?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Looks like marijuana.
Jackpot now.
Names for what they're talking.
Yeah. See the grams? See the money? Sales, 60 bail, 84 bales. See, this guy's a marijuana smuggler, and this is what he's doing. And he's doing it with the guy over in Coronado that we got in custody, and that little Mexican guy was the family member of the source, maybe for the coke, but definitely for the weed.
Yeah, a couple ounces of coke. $1,600, $1,500 and $1,600 worth probably.
180 pounds and coke.
Yeah, this is the way it came wrapped. These things are still wet and sandy from the beach. They probably came across in a boat and then they dragged it up the beach to the house where they cut out of the packages and had it ready for repackaging.
That was a personal stash, this black box, it looks like.
I have absolutely no social life. Social life is work. We work hard and we play hard. Oh, I'm not going to go through this life without having a child. I will have a child. I just haven't met the right man yet, number one. And I love my job so much, I just haven't met the man that I would give that up for. Yet, I've been Baltimore, Minneapolis, St. Louis, San Diego, and now it'll be Washington, D.C. in 10 years. 5 cities in 10 years. How am I supposed to start a relationship? Plus, when I work all day long and on weekends. It's impossible. But I will take the time. When I go to headquarters, I'll be a political prisoner. I'll have nothing better to do than work on my social life. I'll have 3 years to work on me. And by that time, I'll be 38, and then I'll find the right man, have a couple kids, get it over with, go back to work. No problem.
We're going to go back to South Francis Street, try to get some more rock cocaine. We're going to use undercover agents this time. And Michelle will be undercover with T. Got $100 in small bills, serial numbers I already have.
We thought what we'd do is because everybody else that pulls up in a car lets one person out to go, they don't both get out.
Right.
That Teal drop me off, I'll go up and I'll buy like 40 bucks worth. Come back to the car like I'm giving them to him and getting more money and go back up and do the second. We won't even leave, we'll just do it twice.
So 2 buys within 30 seconds. Everybody just stay out of the area. If there's a problem, Michelle will have a wire on and can give us a signal. T will be there to cover immediately, and I can call in the rest of the units as well.
Signal will be, take my money, come on and get us.
She's getting close. Michelle, can you hear me?
No, we'll turn around.
Michelle, turn the kettle on. Michelle, can you hear me?
And then I'm gonna get out and you count the money out to me. When I'm undercover, I'm going over in my mind what I've seen junkies do, and my heart's starting to beat a little bit faster, and my adrenaline's starting to flow a little bit, and... Okay, I'll get 5. Okay, got 5? For 5? So... Okay.
Okay.
You got any more? You got 6? 6 more? 6 more? I'm walking a street walk and I'm starting to itch and I get a little runny nose. I shift my weight from foot to foot and I'm just doing all the things I've seen these junkies do. I study it, it's just acting, and I'm just acting my part, and it usually gets me over. Yeah? You got 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How many you got?
5.
5?
Yeah, 5. 5 big?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got bag?
I don't have a bag.
No bag? Okay. Dates. Got the rocks here. Yeah, I think the Pope could have bought dope out of that place. There's like 13, 14, 15-year-old kids back there. We got a total of 10. I don't know on the weight. All we need is 5 grams, and he'll get a 5-year minimum mandatory. And if when we hit the place tomorrow, if there's guns in there, he'll have the enhanced penalty. That's another. So if we can hook him up, it'll be 10 years. And we're gonna have to revise how we want to hit that place because it's lookouts in that alleyway, and they're the ones that whistle when a car comes and when a car goes. And when we were left, there's like 6 kids just standing there and they watch you as you drive through. So if they see cars coming down, they will have a good 30-second chance to run there. We're going to almost have to see if we can hit it from the other side.
Everybody's aware we're doing a rock house tonight. We have done a CI buy 2 days ago. CI went in twice, an hour apart, bought 4 rocks one time, 5 another. Yesterday we did an undercover buy. Michelle bought 5 and 5, about a minute or so apart. We have a citizen informant who's given us this information. He's a resident of the street, and according to him, it's very active today. So we should have a lot of people around there. Both raid teams and most of the perimeter people are all going to be piled into the back of one delivery type truck so that we don't have a whole parade of vehicles going in there. We'd never get there. There are all kinds of lookouts on the street who whistle every time the vehicle comes into the block. And if they got the wrong whistle, we'd lose everybody. So, okay. There's a new provision in the 21 U.S. Code allows prosecution of a landlord who knows that drugs are being sold out of his house. Now, he's an absentee landlord, but the neighbors have seen him taking his rent payments while drug deals are going on right next to the fence there. So we intend to prosecute the guy and seize the house since he knows what's going on and it's been raided twice before and he's had plenty of warning.
Stay down! Stay down! Go! 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 Police officers, get up!
Clear. Clear.
Clear?
Clear.
Set the...
Clear.
Anyone in?
Clear.
Anyone in here? Lost my partner. You clear? They clear next door now? Got the trap window set up right here. This is the trap window they've got set up. It's fortified. And apparently what they do is they can slide this open, and then you can put in your money and they can slip out the rocks. In the kitchen, you can tell that probably did some cooking here. We haven't found anything yet. We got the baking soda out. That's usually used, sometimes the bottom of these cans.
The dog's gonna come in whenever we're ready.
Okay. Come on out, dog's gonna come in.
A couple of rocks of cocaine just hidden and secreted in the sock. We're gonna seize it inside.
I don't know the amount, but we're finding rock. The guys that were in this apartment on the front side, they ended up having rock in their socks. I don't know how many yet, I haven't seen that. And the house that we were most suspect about, that they were slipping out the window, we found rock that had just been cooked up and was cooling, sitting in a jar in the sink. And I believe they also found it someplace else in the house.
We got a napkin in the corner, and it's got probably 30 rocks. Figure each of those is a tenth of a gram, so there'd be 3 grams at naked.
And then we had the Marlboro pack, cigarette pack with a baggie with several rocks in it that the guy right here in the white shirt, who had been selling for about the last half hour, no one saw him drop it, but it was in the area where we arrested him when we came in. He obviously had enough time to just drop it.
What kind of charges these guys face?
Okay, 2 of the guys, the guy in the white shirt that's on the other side was the guy that sold 10 rocks to me last night. So depending on what the weight is, if it was 5 grams worth, he'll get 5 years. He's going to be charged with distribution, sale.
It's about damn time. This whole neighborhood, people are putting bars up in their windows because everybody gets ripped off. You know, the drugs are insane.
It's just crazy. Everybody gets robbed from, and I mean, I just went and bought a 12 gauge, and you know, I'm ready to
We
use
don't
the
like
damn
to carry
thing.
guns, but we do now. And I saw these cops, and you don't know what a relief it is. It's great. About time.
We care about her, exactly.
You know, my son came home with a couple needles.
Yeah, that he finds in the street.
Needles on the
stuff,
street. You know, to me, that's not good living.
I think this country has to wake up and realize it's not just Watts, it's not just Harlem, it's not just the inner city. It's everyone. Everyone's affected. We've got 2 generations totally lost, and the only hope are these kids that I go and talk to, these 2nd and 3rd graders. By then, even, it's almost too late. You almost have to get them before they're even in kindergarten.
Michele Leonhart recalls that when the TV series Miami Vice came out, she was recruiting new agents for the DEA. The phones were ringing off the hook. People were saying they wanted to be just like Sonny Crockett and Tubbs. Michele had to tell most of them, this is not the place for you. That's one reason she and the other agents featured in this series say they agreed to be shown. They want the public to know what they really do. Of course, Michele must have some kind of grudging respect for the TV cop shows. After all, she does admit that undercover work is her favorite activity, and that the key to undercover work is good acting. I'm Bill Curtis.